3, 4. Well, it's a 99, baby. It's my favorite time of the day. Well, it's a 99, baby. Can't wait to hear what they have to say.
All right, number 9. Pat added on to Larry's recent list yesterday, dangerous games we played as kids. And one of Pat's was King of the Mountain. Well, Pat will be pleased to know that there's a place where adults can play King of the Mountain. There's a company called Evolve Move Play that aims to be an alternative to the billion-dollar fitness industry by simply getting adults out there playing the same things they did as kids.
Oh.
They call it movement training for humans, and they actually have a hill where you can play King of the Mountain. Look at this. It's in Washington State. They also have tree climbing and stuff like that, along with retreats and online courses.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of strangers, too?
I guess, and you're just tackling each other to get,
I didn't see any broken glass on that hill, though.
No, it was on
Right.
sand. A little safer.
Number 8, most stuff's not worth bidding on except this.
Oh, do you know what this is from? The BBC version of Pride and Prejudice from 1995, starring Colin Firth. And this famous white shirt he wore in this scene is up for auction. This is a big deal.
Morgan, what were you watching in 95? Barney?
Actually, yes.
He played, of course, Mr. Darcy.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is when, oh no, that's when Elizabeth, she realizes, oh no, I'm just here touring his house. I don't want him to think that I'm here
Spying on him.
spying on him.
Who's this actress?
Jennifer Early.
Expect to see you. So we
Now, was
understood
the
all
lake
family
scene
from
in the
home, we
book,
should never presume.
Robin?
I returned to David.
Yeah. Oh,
Excuse me.
The prompter says no.
it was not in the
Yes.
You
No.
took over the read,
Right.
so Larry's
book.
letting you.
Anyway,
No.
this is iconic with fans of Pride and Prejudice. So anyway,
How long have you been
opening
in
bid
this
for
part of
that
the
shirt,
country?
$7,000.
There you
You
go,
can
Robin.
find it labeled as wet shirt.
Wow.
Wow. Let's have a viewing party of all the Pride and Prejudice and Jane Austen stuff. We could just make it a whole
Let's
weekend.
do it. You set it up. Tell us
Yeah.
what time.
Can we alternate it with the Smokey and the Bandit series? Can we go back and forth?
Sure,
A little
whatever you
something?
want to do. Whatever you want to do.
All right.
Number 7, some singles in Japan are turning over their browsing history to AI in hopes of finding love. Japanese officials are concerned over the country's failing marriage and birth rates, so they're combining traditional matchmaking with artificial intelligence. In one city, 90 couples have met and married using a special AI program designed to help them find a partner. Singles answer 100 questions about what they're looking for in a mate. AI then processes the data and finds them a match. People who have used the program said it not only worked, but it introduced them to a person they might not have chosen on their own.
There we go.
All right, number 6. Are you the type of person who pictured your wedding? According to a poll, 7 out of 10 Americans say they knew what they wanted their wedding day to look like long before they ever met their spouse. The average woman begins daydreaming about her wedding day around age 19.
No, we don't.
Now, men tend to wait a little longer until they're seriously dating somebody, and that's usually around the age of 23.
Oh, yeah, that's when I started.
Seriously dating somebody? Around
Oh,
23?
dreaming about my marriage.
Most people surveyed say their wedding turned out to be even better than they ever imagined, but they do have some regrets.
Like spending so much money on it.
Most wish they had relaxed and enjoyed the day more instead of stressing over the small stuff.
Some people love doing all that. I remember the first time around that I went, a lot of people are like, oh, today we're going to go look at cakes. I went with my mom all in one day.
Yeah.
Got a photographer. I'm like,
Do
that's
it, do
fine.
it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I couldn't stand doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I tried to elope, but my husband wanted the wedding.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't
It
like
was his
to
day. The day was for him. I was like, can we just go elope?
Yeah, that's the way to do it. You save all the money.
Yeah. Well,
Well, Pat loves a destination wedding, so invite him if you're going anywhere. Pat loves
you
to
know,
go to
I kind of had a quasi-destination
You
wedding,
did.
which is how I eliminated 85% of the people who would have been invited otherwise.
In Wisconsin?
No, it was down in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we cut it off. 62 people. First
Yeah.
cousins only. That was it.
That
You
was
weren't a first
nice.
cousin, you were out. Those were the rules. No kids? Nope.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
All right, number 5. Would you believe that for some people, being appreciated at work is more important than money? A poll of 2,000 Americans with jobs found that 55% of them preferred a personalized form of gratitude to be the most meaningful form of appreciation. 52% said that a raise is the way they'd prefer to be shown appreciation, and 28% said a promotion would be best. For the crowd that likes the thank yous, they liked receiving commendations in one-on-one conversations, or receiving Employee of the Month awards, or even just being given a handshake or a shout out in a messaging app. By revealing what they want, this could actually be revealing how people are not feeling appreciated. About 60% in the poll said they did not get enough recognition or thanks at work. It's always been about the handshakes and around here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great job.
Something on your mind?
No, not at all. Just saying. Just, that's how it goes.
Yeah, lots of handshakes.
Stop.
All right, Patrick, what have we got?
Number 4, let's talk about Saltburn. If you're familiar with the movie, you know all about the stunning, sprawling estate that's home to one of the main characters, Felix, played by Jacob Elordi. And thanks to social media, fans can't get enough. They're showing up to the house, they're taking pictures, and even dancing outside the gates at all hours of the day and night. Here's why. Someone on TikTok shared a tutorial on how to get to the property, and it's been viewed more than 3 million times, but here's the thing, it's someone's actual house. It's actually called Drayton House in Northamptonshire, England, and the real owner is pretty annoyed with all of his unwanted guests. He's had to hire a security team, which I'm sure he can afford, after numerous trespassing incidents. The TikToker who shared the video says, oops, she didn't think her little tutorial would go viral.
Number 3, more parents are choosing baby names based on what's cool on social media. This is according to professional baby namers. According to the experts, parents want catchy, unique names that make for good TikTok or Instagram handles. Names like Ferris or Keaton for boys, Doretta or Birdina for girls. We're not making this up. That's what the so-called baby namers say. Other popular names, Barrett for a girl or boy, Denver, and Murphy. Tune in tomorrow in the 8 a.m. hour. We are talking to a professional baby name consultant. We will ask her about this trend to name your child Denver.
You want to be trendy. That's all. It's about the clicks, Larry.
Yeah.
All right, number 2, nude wellness centers. Very popular, more popular than ever, especially in Europe, Austria, and Germany, and they are filled with spas called Thermen. They're pools, saunas, lakes, restaurants, bars, and treatment centers. Visitors are welcome as long as they take their clothes off. Try walking in wearing a bathing suit or swim trunks, and you might be asked to leave.
Oh, boy.
These places offer body treatments, skin scrubs, ice baths, saunas, and when you're done, you might enjoy some fresh schnitzel and a glass of beer,
There you
still
go.
without your clothes on. There are certain areas where clothing is required. Those are the places where children are also welcome.
All right, number 1, someone in the Twitterverse asked people to weigh in with the celebrity interviews that they will always remember. And this one came up. It's from way back in 2013 when a young blogger named Romina Puga was talking to Jesse Eisenberg. People seem to think there was a special sort of tension.
Game where you debunk some secrets.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that one, I think what you're doing is you're putting your thumb under your pointer finger. You're bending this one.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I think it's something like this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the problem with the trick is that the thumbs
A little bit
don't look like
fat.
an end of a finger.
You just have a fat thumb though.
No, my thumb's fine, thank you, but what did you write on your hand?
Nothing.
Well, I saw there was a lot of things. What was
A
it?
lot of things.
Are they questions?
No.
Are you secretly hiding questions for the interview? You're wondering what it's like to work with Morgan Freeman and you can't remember that?
No.
Don't call Morgan Freeman like you're on a Little League softball team with him.
I heard that you have a snap card trick that you learned or something.
Sure, yeah. You brought a card?
I have a lot of cards.
Do you know the comedian Carrot Top?
Yes, horrible.
Well, you were like the Carrot Top of interviewers.
Yeah. Ooh.
No, it's a good thing. It's
I'm
a good
gonna
thing.
go cry now.
No, don't cry now. Cry after the interview's over, because otherwise I'll look like I'm responsible for it. Okay, so.
Well, you are.
Well, I don't want to know that though.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
so-
you know now.
I said your name into camera. What else do you want from me?
A magic trick.
Okay. All right.
So we can wrap this up.
Hey,
Oh, jeez.
you're on my time. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, choose the
Wow.
card from here. Okay. Look at it, obviously. You can show the camera, yeah. Romina. Now put it back anywhere in the deck. Okay. Now, do you remember your card? Are you thinking of it?
Sure.
It's not important. Okay, could you point out where you think the card is? You're right, it is in the deck. Okay, so wait, you think it's on top?
Yeah.
You think it's the top card?
Yes.
So I'm going to take the top card off, and this should be your card then?
Yes.
Really?
No.
Is it your card? I mean, it doesn't matter.
No, it's not. It's not my card.
I don't need to be amazed. I already know how it's done.
It's not.
Okay. Was that your card?
Ooh.
See? Are you happy you
Yeah.
lied to
Yes.
the point of almost not appreciating that?
Can I just have you say my name into the camera?
Just the word Romina?
Well, my name, not a word.
And what's going to happen to it?
We'll skip it.
I'll do the thing.
We'll skip it.
But I just wanted to know, like what to
Oh,
give it.
my.
Like if we just broke up.
I probably wouldn't say anything.
These two
then.
belong with
You're
each
trying to
other.
find me out of place.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what happened after this?
Romina.
That's it?
Well, Robin, it's funny you should ask. After
Things
this,
I actually
they
do.
both said they enjoyed the weird interview, and Puga went on to create a kids show.
I couldn't figure out who I was rooting for and against. It kept going back and
I
forth.
know. I was like, are they joking or is this fun for them?
I think it was very real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quirky people.
Yeah, those junkets, though, not easy to do. Just ask
No.
Dean Richards. Did you ever meet her on the junket routine?
What is that now?
Romina Puga? Did you ever meet her
Doesn't
on?
ring a bell.
No.
There we go.
Oh, well.
That's a 9 at 9.
99 is a whole lot of fun.